The internet constantly has a new favourite game that you couldn't avoid even if you wanted to. Everybody is absolutely loving it, and you feel like you're going insane trying to work out, is it actually as good as everybody says it is? Am I insane for not having played this yet? Well, let me help you. Today we're going to be asking the question, is Subnautica worth the hype? Now, before you head down to the comments to furiously let me know that Subnautica has been out for years and it's not actually the current favourite, thank you, I appreciate it, but I already know that. This series just looks at any and all games that have been on the receiving end of overwhelmingly high praise on the internet. If you're looking for a short answer to this question, then yes, Subnautica is 100% worth the hype. But if you're looking for something a little bit more detailed, I would suggest strapping into your Seamoth because we're about to take a dive into this incredible game. Subnautica is a survival game set on a post-apocalyptic planet many years in the future. You've just crashed in the ocean on this desolate yet beautiful planet with nothing but your survival pod. Not too far away, you can see the massive looming remains of your spaceship as it quietly burns away. This is where we find ourselves at the beginning of the game, as we unravel exactly what happened to our ship and what the hell happened to this planet. Now, it's important to note, and I want to get this out of the way, first thing, you're going to die. A lot. And in so many different ways, you can't even begin to fathom it. You will die from a lack of oxygen. I am in danger. So turns out you were right to have no faith. Turns out you were right. You will die from not drinking enough water.
Fluid intake immediately.
You will also die from some massive sea creature that decides that you are a tasty snack. But look, the sun is rising, it's another beautiful day. We survived. Barely, but we did it. But you won't ever feel frustrated to the point of boredom or anger, because the game draws you in a way that makes you never really want to leave again. The first time I ever played this game, 2 to 3 hours passed by in what felt like minutes. There's so much to do and so much to see that even when you're spending an uncomfortable amount of time trying to find cave sulfur, you won't really know because you're having so much fun. There are a multitude of different biomes to explore that can be completely awe-inspiring like the jelly shroom caves, or crushingly haunting like the wasteland areas. The alien structures on the planet are incredible to simply look at, and wandering through them is even better. Simply floating with your head above the ocean as you watch the night sky move around you is an experience that you must try. From the plant life to the terrifying leviathans, you will be completely and utterly charmed by every single part. Even as said leviathan steals or destroys your ship. I don't have it on me. The story contains so many layers that you slowly peel back to reveal what happened to you, to other survivors, to the planet, and even on a broader intergalactic scale. You'll find yourself following the trail of previous survivors who have crash landed on this planet as they go deeper and deeper and deeper into the ocean, trying to find new ways to survive in a way that's very similar to what you're trying to do yourself. And there are so many different things going on at all times that you can, follow. There are different threads going anywhere that at times it can feel a little bit overwhelming. But the good thing is the game never forces you in one direction. There are a couple of timed events where you're encouraged to be there to be in a good place to watch them, but as far as I'm aware, you don't actually have to do anything. The events will still happen even if you are not in a certain location watching. And whatever your playstyle is, I think you can find your own way of exploring this beautiful world. If you just want to float around and see what you can do that. If you want to follow the main story and not really bother with any of the other side plots that are revealed through PDAs, you can do that. Or if you just want to build a base in a nice location, go for it. And that's the beauty of it. Despite the location and despite everything else that's going on, it's just a really relaxing game. I mean, what could be better than just floating around in the ocean, listening to the beautiful music as the world just continues moving around? There isn't anything better, at least in my eyes anyway. I know I've been singing Subnautica's praises, and I will continue to do so, but it wouldn't be fair to not mention the incredibly steep learning curve in this game. There's a lot of crafting to do to aid your survival and ensure you somewhat thrive, but finding some materials can be incredibly difficult. There were quite a few times that I had to Google where certain things would be, and I never would have figured out where they actually were if I hadn't done that. I'm looking at you, Magnetite. So, if you're someone who prefers to game without online aid, I'd recommend going in prepared to be very lost for quite a while. You are not going to have any idea what is going on, and you're going to have to really interrogate the landscape. However, if that isn't you, the Subnautica wiki is a wonderful place that will set you on the right track very quickly. With that being said, Subnautica is 100% worth the beloved status it has received online. It has an intriguing and mysterious storyline set in a truly gorgeous world, with a rich lore that is built up as you go through the game. The graphics are incredible, and the music is delightful and truly fits with the tone of the game. You won't find yourself bored whilst playing this whatsoever, and if you're anything like me, you'll want to keep playing even when you have other responsibilities. So, to answer the question, is Subnautica worth the hype? It absolutely is.